Hey, Vikrant here.
Hey, it's Yana.
And today we shall be discussing on-site interviews. Yana is supposed to say something now.
So usually there's one HR person and 1 to 2 technical people there, depending on how many people you would be working with. So this counts both in your internship or job interview.
Usually it gets really technical. I mean, it might not, but be prepared always that it just might get technical, and you are there actually to usually meet the manager, not just the HR. And the manager actually wants and needs to know your skill set and how good you are at explaining or doing the things that you have already done in your past and your experiences.
Exactly. So usually that means again going through your CV and going into more details. Maybe there's a particular thesis or something or project that they're interested in, and they'll ask you more questions about that. So whatever they need more for the job. So it might not go really technical as like, okay, this is a test, solve it. But sometimes also that happens.
Sometimes that happens. So usually if it's a whole day interview, or if they have already told you that there will be tests, and usually so it parallel, if they tell you there will be tests, you can expect it to last longer. And or if they tell you it's a whole day interview, definitely there will be tests, and that can be aptitude test or technical test. And I gave an interview where I was for the whole day at the company. They gave me tasks, I had to figure them out, I had to solve them and give it back, and meet people, get to know them. Usually the aim is to get to know you as a person better, to get to know your skills better, your aptitude, your technical knowledge, as well as how you merge or fit in within the team.
Yes, and the longevity of the interview, as I said, so if it's an aptitude test, it might go up to a day, but if not, it's usually between 30 minutes and an hour and a half, so depending on how deep they go into each topic.
And usually also, if you go on the site, they actually give you a small tour of the site, showing you where you will be working, with whom you will be sitting, and what they do there, or how the factory, what is going on.
For my interview with BMW, so basically we just went through the CV quite shortly, 10 minutes maybe, and then he took me down to the plant factory floor. Yes, that's what I meant. And he showed me everything, and we had the whole discussion in German, so he wanted to know that I understood German and that I could speak it. But afterwards, for example, we talked exclusively in English. However, as I said, for this interview, it's very important that you speak German.
At least try to.
Yes.
It depends on your German skill and your employee's English skills, but
Yeah.
at least show the willingness that you are trying to learn and you have learned something, and you will be trying to improve in the next few months.
Yes.
Also, the salary negotiations. Usually it depends on who you are having the interview with. Usually the managers never care about your salary. That task is left up to the HRs. And also it depends on how many more people are they planning to interview. So if they have called like 5 people for the interview, they might actually wait till they ask your salary expectation, or sometimes they might ask your salary expectation so that they have all the salaries listed when they finalize a candidate. Or at times, if you're the only person, they can directly ask you your salary or your expectation so that they can finalize things faster from their side.
Yes. Obviously, this is for jobs, for internships and work student positions. There is no negotiations. There is a fixed price. Dress professionally, dress well. So not just
Smell nice.
be friendly and talkative. So don't be shy and everything. This is not the time to be shy. This is the time to show yourself, improve yourself, and show your capabilities.
And also have your documents printed, because sometimes they need it already, and sometimes you just might want to give it up if there are 2-3 people sitting at the interview table. For example, I had one interview where there were like 5 interviewers, and that is very, very rare. But luckily I had 5 copies with me, and I distributed my CV and cover letter to each of them. And unfortunately I was not left with a 6th copy for myself. But thankfully for that situation, I had already learned by heart my whole CV, and obviously it was my CV and my cover letter, so I knew basically whatever they needed to know directly from the heart. But obviously sometimes you might forget something. It's always better to have a few extra copies with you.
Exactly.
Best of luck.
Best of luck.